Hey folks, welcome back to MTG Sunday Jank-Off with Ben or Break, that's me, and your co-host AlbinoCheesemonkey. Cheese Monkey,
That's
what
me.
are you... Yeah, that's him. What are you running today, and what are your colors?
Today's deck is Selesnya. Now, Ben, I've been playing, as I say, almost every episode since Bloomburrow, and I thought green was kind of a mid color, and then I started playing it. I now like green.
Oh, I like green
Um,
too.
my favorite color remains white. So I love playing Selesnya sometimes because it's my new favorite color with my old favorite color. And today's deck is one I've been trying to build for a while, but I couldn't quite get it to work until a little set called Aether Drift came out. So today, I'm playing a deck called Ride to Survive in green-white.
Ride. Are you riding mounts or vehicles, or both?
Yes.
All right. I am also playing green, black and green, my two favorite colors. We're in Golgari, folks. And my deck name is Bring the Bugs to the Yard. My Golgari brings the bugs to the yard.
Yeah, that's already bugging me.
All right. So that's all we know about each other's decks. This is going to be our blind best of one. Then we'll do a deck tech to show y'all the full experience of what we're playing, and we'll do some best of threes to determine who is the king of tonight's jank. Are you all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's start.
Not with this hand, I'm not, though.
Okay. I am keeping. It's a loose keep, but I keep. Because we're playing one of my favorite cards, as seen on stream several times now.
This is much better. I can't imagine what card you're talking about. I don't need both of these. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
One of my favorite Magic cards, Forest.
Oh, I like that card.
We don't need any vermin. So it's not a bug in the yard. It's a rat, but it's still vermin, right? Oh, an elf.
Look, it's budget Llanowar Elf.
It's like half a Llanowar elf. If you have two of them, you have a Llanowar elf.
Yeah, weird. Why would I play this instead of that much better card?
I'm gonna attack you.
I'm not gonna block.
I'm gonna play one of my other favorite cards, Up the Beanstalk.
Okay, you say other favorite card, but that's unequivocally your favorite card. It's not even close.
Well, yeah, but you need basic forest sometimes to cast it. Sometimes.
All right. Well, how do you feel about this?
Your steed, so seraphic. You gonna generate a mana with that stalwart?
No, I'm gonna hit you with it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna play Swamp.
Okay. I don't like that because that means you might have removal.
I'm gonna Pendant Overlord. Not removing anything yet. I'm just putting some bugs in the yard. All right, so in the yard, we have an insect druid, a zombie giant, and another rat. I'm gonna tend some molts.
I don't see any bugs.
Insect druid.
Bugs.
Molt Thunder is an insect.
What? I'm seeing writhing necromass and gnawing vermin. Oh wait, I didn't look at your board. I was in your graveyard.
Yeah, it was in the graveyard. Then I put it in my hand, and then from my hand I played it on the battlefield because that's
look at him.
Magic.
The Speed Brood regard molting as a selfless act worthy of the highest of honors.
So
it allows one to be born anew.
A neat little uncommon from Aether Drift. We're playing some Aether Drift cards, folks. I've got another one in my hand. Right. Take a look at that.
Now, this is a card. I've played a single Aether Draft. Aether Draft, exactly.
Aether Draft.
And I drafted this card on a whim, and I ended up liking it a lot. So, in we go.
Your armory, so Electrian. Vigilance, bigger butt, and then saddles and mounts. No, saddles and crews, okay.
One of the problems I had with this deck was getting Saddle 4 with Seraphic Steed.
I'm going to do some more scouting. Ooh, neat, a land. Okay, now what? I think we do a blind mill. Put our bugs in the yard.
I still don't see any bugs in the yard.
Okay, well here's a bug on the battlefield. triggers up the beanstalk.
So far, you're putting rogues and rats and zombies in the yard and putting your bugs on the battlefield.
Okay, well, I put one of my bugs in the yard and then on the battlefield. And this bug has an ability that you can just put it in the graveyard by cycling it, but I'm not cycling it. I just cast it because it costs 1 less to cast for each artifact and/or creature card in my graveyard. And guess what? I have some creature cards in my graveyard.
I'm digging these insect typings. You think these existed before? Insect warrior, insect druid.
Probably. I don't know. There's probably some insect warriors out there. Let us know in the chat if you're an insect warrior. We want to get in touch.
Oh, that was a lot funnier than it needed to be.
I'm sorry.
All right.
So at the beginning
now
of
we get
combat,
to see the armory in action.
Well, if I let you go to combat, let's see here. Choose a your control saddled. Okay, now when it's attacks will saddle, and this one also when it attacks. Okay. My remorse is overwhelming.
Oh.
And my beans draw a card. Because overwhelming remorse also discounted for each creature in my graveyard. You might notice a theme beginning to crop up.
I see. Said the blind man.
Here's a rat. Let's keep Aether drifting.
Ooh. If you're just tuning in, this is Sunday Jank-Off Banner Break, episode 9? Wow.
Yeah, episode... No, I think it's episode 8, right?
I don't know.
It's episode...
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
it's
it's episode 8.
You're right. We're getting to that number of episodes where it's getting hard to keep track. I also find it amazing that we've each presented a new Jank deck for 8 weeks straight. What an achievement. What Jank masters we are. Really, truly the pinnacle of Jank.
And it's not going to end soon. I have so many Jank decks lined up.
Me too.
So
they
story
don't
time.
Stop.
Actually,
Okay.
I'll save the story time for after our blind match.
I don't need this anymore because it didn't end up doing anything for me.
Not impressive. This is an old stalwart construction all-star.
He's there for a reason, but his friends didn't come to my hand.
He's got 3 types: elf, druid, and soldier. Surely some of those are relevant.
You have a lot of creatures, and I sideboarded most of my removal. So this might not...
In this economy...
help.
Beginning or end step. Oh, I got dumpstered with this in draft at one point.
Yeah, this card's cool.
So yeah, vigilance and untappies. Wow.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just going to get saddled anyway?
Yeah, you know...
I guess it untaps anyway, so what's it matter?
I was trying to demonstrate how this card works for the viewers at home.
Was that a good attack? I'm just going to block and trade, you know? I want my bugs in my yard. Bring the bugs to my yard.
Oh no, game 1... I'm sorry, this best of 1 is not going in my favor because I didn't... I didn't bring the removal to this party.
Let's see, what did you bring? Another Alacrian Armory, okay. I'm going to cast another Gravestalker. Just to see if I draw anything off these never-ending beans.
Well, I did bring removal to the party, but not a high enough density of it. Look at all these bugs.
Let's. I don't think you have sweepers main board. Oh, beans! I can't turn down the beans. Got to draw that
You can
thing.
turn down beans. What if you turn down beans? What's the worst that could happen?
My disappointment would be immeasurable, and my day would be ruined.
Nice.
All right, my cottage. It is restless. Look at my little green creatures and big black creatures.
Nice.
That's what
This horse
BBC
needs
stands for,
haste.
right? Big black creature.
Yep. You got it. Am I dead to...
Yeah, you're pretty dead.
Okay. Didn't help that
Yeah.
the mana base didn't help either. We're okay. Listen, this is not a best of one deck. And good news about this deck. This deck, for the first time ever in my Magic career, brought me to Diamond because I switched to best of 3 exclusively.
Yeah, me Diamond. Congrats.
The word Quag Feast makes me feel...
You don't want to feast with some quags?
Makes me a little uncomfortable.
I don't know what a quag
is.
Yeah. Look, is it the bugs feasting on people?
I'm guessing it's the bugs feasting on the people.
Let me view Battlefield.
It really doesn't look like those creatures are feasting on the bugs.
Speed brood racers are gregarious while not racing, but everyone must eat.
Achievement unlocked. Play 300 artifacts. Yay.
Oh, I got an achievement. Really, really big. Really, really big black creatures.
Testing this deck got me significantly towards this achievement.
Well, why don't you tell us about your deck then?
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
All right, folks, let's do our deck overview.
Swoop. We've got Ride to Survive. You didn't see any, but there are survivors in here. They're the ones that like to do the riding. Because good things happen when they tap. You see? You get it? So this is a deck idea I had with the release of Duskmourn, the second Magic set I've ever seen. And I was like, hey, you know what forces things to tap? Mounts. And also, I guess, vehicles. I tried to build it, especially with Seraphic Steed. But, the rest of the support kind of stuck. And the problem I always had with Seraphic Steed is that, sure, you can play it on turn 2, but when are you going to have 4 power available on the field? No, it doesn't happen. And I never got it to work. And then there was always the problem that it has to attack to make the angels. And yeah, so it never really worked. And things went from unplayable to playable possibly with the release of Aether Drift. So our survivors are we got the players that like to be tapped, right? So we see the veteran survivor, we tap that. We see the reluctant role model, we tap that. Willie Duke, love tapping that. And Rip Spawn Hunter, love tapping this guy. Really, really good survival ability. We got some tap enablers. We have a one of Heirloom Epic, which is the card draw engine in this deck, who taps the survivors for cards. We've got the Citadel Stalwart. I was surprised by this card. I thought it was terrible, but I was like, I'll give it a shot. And 9 times out of 10, I'll be able to play him and a survivor out and start tapping the survivor by turn 2, which is something that Enduring Vitality wasn't able to do. However, once you get past that hump, Enduring Vitality is also really good at tapping things for mana. Better so than the elf. But because of the elf helped the early game so much, I kept it in main board. I'll occasionally sideboard it out depending on if I'm playing a really slow deck or not. That gives me time. Reluctant Role Model is just a really, really cool, lots of value for tapping this guy. I generally go for flying and then lifelink and then +1/+1 counters just because flying lets him fly over things and keep them. I prefer to I prefer to tap by attacking face because face is the place with the helpful hardware goals. Not sponsored. And then so we've got some other tap things. The problem is most of the mounts that I found are terrible. And there are some good ones in Aether Draft I don't have yet, and I'm not willing to craft them because they're rare. Or mythic. But so the only other real mount that I have is the Ornery Tumblewag, because I love this guy, and he makes everything better. I've taken him in out of this deck, I've taken him out of this deck, I've waffled on him, and the point came, I noticed when he's in the deck, I win more. So that's pretty good criteria to keep a card in, I think. And then, as far as the vehicle tap enablers, We've got this neat little car, the Thunderous Velocipede, which is like Good Fortune Unicorn on steroids. And I did love this card so much. I crafted one of to test it, and it was great. And so I crafted more. So this was the card I was willing to spend Mythic Wildcards on, because this thing is freaking sick. 3 mana, 5/5. Crewing for 3 is really, really easy. It's got trample. Anytime something comes in, you get +1/+1. I don't really run enough big creatures to get the extra counters for the other one, but when this thing is on the board, it's also got that nice new set thing where people don't recognize how big of a threat it is when it's sitting there because it's a new card and they haven't seen it. So this thing's cool, and I like it a lot. It's a cool car. The other new thing is I have this Lumbering World Wagon. The amount of time that Mobile Homestead lived in this deck, for those who don't know, Mobile Homestead is a 2 mana, 3/3 vehicle, crew 1, so you can get it up and going fast, and if you have a mount out, it gets haste, even better, and then when you attack with it, it looks at the top card of your deck, and if it's a land, it'll put it on tapped. Otherwise, it just sits there. And I wanted it to work, and I've always wanted it to work. But it's just the mount density is too low. I couldn't get it. I mean, it almost never got haste, and it almost never hit a land off the top, and it just ended up being a 3/3 vehicle. And this is better by a lot. Fun thing, somebody was playing this. One of the domain overlords was playing this in their main deck at the Pro Tour today. But nice. I didn't. It didn't hit the table as far as I'm aware. And some vehicle removal. The unidentified hover ship.
You do have mainboard removal.
Yes, it exists. I don't play a whole lot because I don't know what I'm going to face. I go back and forth. There's removal in the sideboard. Don't worry. This is the other really neat piece of support that I found in draft. You guys saw this one. And this is a one of because it's neat. And I had one. Which, is kind of the flavor of jank. But it's a searcher. So we keep it in as a one of because it searches. It's tutor. It's a mount tutor. It's a mount vehicle tutor. Notice I have nothing more than 4 mana in this whole deck.
But AlbinoCheesemonkey. Yes. You need things with more than 4 mana to trigger up the beanstalk.
I'm not playing up the beanstalk.
Well, why not? Clearly the best card in Standard, which we'll get to shortly.
We got one of both of the pilot lands, I'm going to call them. I don't think the name has been coined, but you heard it here first. Pilot lands.
I think there's roads, right? They're all roads.
Yeah. They come in, and I sacrifice them for a pilot sometimes when I am in a pinch and need a rider. Because sometimes you just gotta tap it. Tap a rider. I mean a pilot.
Yeah, tap those pilots.
We got fast lands, stuff. We got some mount support on a land. We got non-basic hate. I might take that out. This one's interesting. This is emergency tap support or emergency card.
I have
so that comes in handy sometimes. Yeah. We've got a vehicle and a mount in a land. It's both a vehicle and a mount. Real nice. And we can make a copy of one of our vehicles with the Mycosynth Gardens if we feel inclined to do so. That's it. That's Ride to Survive. Needs more removal main board, clearly. But game 2 will be fine.
No, I want my bugs in the yard. I bring my bugs to the yard.
That's true, yeah.
All right,
let me pull up what you got going.
Ben Orbreak is playing Bring the Bugs to the Yard. We want those bugs in the yard. So the reason we're doing that is all of these cards up here in this top end in this ridiculous curve that get cheaper for the number of creatures in your graveyard. So we want to put creatures in our graveyard. The ways to do that are 1-drops mostly. Gnawing Vermin, mills 2 cards. Sea Note Scout explores, which either draws a land or puts an on-land in the graveyard. Most of our non-lands are creatures. So great value either way. And Molt Tender can tap to mill every turn, or tap to exile card from my graveyard to make a mana. So a bit of a sometimes milling, sometimes Llanowar elfing. Good stuff on a 1-drop in this deck. Here's all expensive stuff. Mostly they're just big beaters. Hollow Marauder notable because it makes the opponent discard a card and maybe draws an additional card. Houseburster Swarm notable because it doesn't just care about the graveyard, it also cares about in exile, so if there's some graveyard hate, Huskburster can still be discounted. That's good stuff. One thing you can do when you're running all these expensive cards that get cheaper for creatures in your graveyard is run up the Beanstalk. My favorite card. Because when you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, you draw a card. It doesn't have to say you have to pay 5 or more, just the mana value has to be 5 or more. So all these have mana value of 5, 6, 7, or 8. But you're usually casting them for 1, 2, or 3, which draws off the beans. As some additional one-offs, we got some milling, removal, and Quag's Feast, some Souls of the Lost as an early play if our graveyard isn't set up, and Overlord of the Baelmerk is another graveyard enabler that can also impend to trigger up the Beanstalk. We saw plenty of that this weekend at the Pro Tour. So spoilers for the next minute. I'll talk about that real quick, because this deck is inspired by one that reached the top 8. I didn't throw it together just today. I've had this deck for months. Just recently upgraded some cards with it from Ether Drift, but I had a different deck planned for tonight. Until yesterday, a deck using these cards, mostly these cards and mostly these synergies, top 8'd under the control of Zavin Faust. So
you invented
applause.
it too. He called you, right? Said, hey, should I run your Golgari deck that you built a month ago?
And I would have said, no, you die so hard to rest in peace. Don't do it. But he did it, and he made top 8. So what do I know? Let's see if this is a jank-worthy deck. I want to run it now before, I don't know, anyone else runs
Before it loses jank status by getting too popular.
It might have already done so, but this is, if it's too late now, it's too late always. So we're just getting it in while we got it. Really happy to do that. Otherwise, we'll talk more about the Pro Tour later, but that is the inspiration for why I'm bringing this particular deck this particular day, even though I just played Golgari 2 weeks ago. Aside from that, it's my favorite color. All right, are we ready for our best of 3 to determine the Jank King?
I believe so.
Send the challenge.
Let me just go ahead and get back to Arena. Okay. I will send the challenge. So this time, best of 3, 60 card challenge match. Challenge. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Challenge accepted. One interesting thing I found with this deck is the mana curve. A lot of what I need early in mana is green, and a lot of what I need late is black. So there's a weird aspect there, but we make it work as best we can.
This ain't it. This is it.
There's no beans, but I'll keep. It's a risky keep, but
okay. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. A
painful choice.
Yeah. Okay.
Hush. Hush falls over the wood. Neat. I like land.
Ruh-roh.
Is that graveyard hate?
It's graveyard hate.
That might be useful.
I don't like it. Alright, what do I want to do here?
You should attack.
You don't have anything in the graveyard yet.
Nope. Your world wagon. So lumbering.
So lumbering.
Crew 4? How are we ever going to do that? right. Just gonna chill.
Good. That's what I wanted.
Mounts and
Miriam.
vehicles have hexproof.
She whispers to the horde.
No, to the herd.
The herd, yeah.
Miriam, horde whisperer.
That's right. That's the Golgari version.
Feed the horde, my friend.
Unfortunately, there's no cards in the graveyard yet. Strangely enough.
I can provide that. I think I want my bugs in the yard, and I know these aren't bugs; they're more folk scouts. But
Ooh, look, something to exile.
I forgot it did that. I thought it was in my head. I shortcutted it to when it attacks or when it taps, but no, it's survival. Well, here's another one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's a good card. This could be dicey.
Now, notably, it's only during my turn that she gives mounts and vehicles hex.
Okay.
Alright. I like this card.
The Velocipede, so thunderous. Okay.
This wagon, it be lumbering across the world. It's a good little wagon. Now, thankfully for you, I only have 3 basic lands left in my deck. So clearly this thing will be useless after that.
Useless. A 9-power creature. Useless indeed. Alright, use your graveyard hate.
Uh-huh.
Anything else to play? No? Alright. I look forward to harvesting your misery.
Okay.
I had to craft one of these for this deck. Really, it should be running 2 to 4, but it's a mythic rare.
What is that? It's
I don't know.
unidentified.
That's fine. My harvester did its job. Oh no!
This survived.
It's already so large.
Big car, go smash!
This is getting out of hand.
Wait, what? Yeah. Now that I think about it,
you could have role model crewed the velocipede
yeah.
wagon.
Yeah.
But that would be silly.
And hit you even harder. No, that'd be too not too janky. That's too silly.
Okay. Fear my rat. Oh, no, I didn't misspeak. Not fear my wrath. Fear my rat.
I'm fearing.
Oh no. I guess you're just on the big beater draw this game.
Exile target creature. Do you have any more sweepers?
I don't have any sweepers. I was just a creature, you know.
I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for it like this. I call this the garage, in case you're wondering.
I can see why.
I know why. I know you were wondering. Oh, did I accidentally choose the summoning sick one? Well, it happens. That world wagon. To be lumbering. I would probably craft more. I would probably have more if it wasn't rare. And then here's the Beast Rider.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to go to post-combat. Oh, well.
Well, I also made a mistake.
All right. So you know I have this overwhelming remorse in hand. Do I remove your role model, your world wagon, or your beast rider?
They're all scary.
Yeah, they're all scary. I think your beast rider just beats me. And doing that limits the number of vehicles you can crew each turn also.
Yeah, I was hoping I would be able to untap everything. Then.
We'll have to just settle for a lifelink counter. Some such.
I didn't get Duke or
How do you feel about Death Touch?
3. How do you feel about 3
Stall
mana
as a
dwarves?
3/3, yep.
How do I want to do this? Crew 3. Unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, I don't need the life. What do I send in? That's the question. Well, okay, you can't. You're gonna have more trouble death touching something that's flying. So.
I think we just gotta soak up damage. We do want creatures in the yard.
Now, if you remember from Inherited Power, I forgot about that. You do get a 2/2. You're welcome.
That's the part I remembered. I forgot about the moving counters part.
Oh no, that was from the ship.
It's just a molt tender. Just tending these molts, you know. I don't know if this is good enough.
I hope that the pickle that I have served you is sufficient, sir. But we will see.
It's a pickle.
The problem is I have no cards. So I decided to go for it.
Where's my beans? Where's my beans?
Oh. I said I have no cards. You have 3 cards. It's like 3 times as many as me.
But this is less cards than I should have. I'm supposed to have beans.
It's not 3 times as many. Just don't yell at me, math nerds. Or do, in the comments. That's engagement. Hey, 3 times 0 is 3, man.
Guess we just stalk some graves? Gnaw some vermins?
I mean, it is a little bit worrying.
I don't need a mill anymore, so here. Hope you needed that land.
No, I'm good. I'm set for lands.
Did we just get in?
I don't know what else you do.
I mean, try to line up some favorable blocks, but...
Hey. This is one of those decks where you sometimes do play your creatures in the main phase. 1.
Mm-hmm.
We want a crew 4. Crew 3. Another...
Yeah, this Velocipede's a beater. I haven't seen it in action before.
Yeah. I'm really tempted to tap it for the Lumbering World Wagon. But I don't think I'm gonna. Because... trample.
Okay, well, your role model we can't do much about, but we can at least deprive you of Velocipedes.
Probably don't like the 6 power lifelink.
Nope. I don't think we can race. We just have to draw beans. That's not beans. I think we have to impend. Impend, get back, Hollow Marauder. Hollow Marauder. Hope to draw beans. Maybe it's beans, maybe it's not, but I'm passing for now.
So if I win game 1, does that mean that my Jank successfully took a game 1 against a top 8 World Pro Tour deck? Is that
something
is that
like
how this
it?
works?
This isn't exactly the Pro Tour world there, but it's the same idea. The Pro Tour world deck would have more Overlord of the Veilmarks, more Harvesters of Misery, and fewer of the Writhing Necromancer. In fact, I don't think they're running Writhing Necromancer at all. It's kind of just the worst of these discounted creatures.
Alright, you've got to block both of these or you die. So I think I'm fine. 4, 5, 6, yeah.
You got a basics?
Do I have?
I think
No, I got 2 left.
Oh, okay.
2 left. 1 left.
Can't take out both your creatures, so we're jumping 1 and... Can I? No, I can't.
Now, I hope you realize I'm going to have a flying lumbering world wagon now.
What else am I supposed to do? It gets -1/-1.
That is a terrifying vehicle.
Yep. Beans can still save me.
Okay.
Beans can still save me. It's not beans.
Just a casual 2116 flying lifelike vehicle, you know?
Do you want to hit me with it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. Oh, I've never wanted anything more in my life.
Wow. I'm glad I can bring you such
It's also
joy.
it's got lifelike 21, Ben.
You're gonna get over 50. Normally,
I have
not
one
always
more
a good
land
thing
to
in
play.
real life, but
It's
to get
okay,
over
I'll
50,
put my last basic on tap. Oh, I did it.
you did it. All right, collector.
We did it.
Prepare for post board.
Aether Drift best set. Okay,
We
sorry.
are prepared.
That was too exciting.
We are prepared.
I gotta... Okay. I don't want to take out the stalwarts because they turn on the veteran survivors immediately. Which
Yeah, I
might
want to
be
be turned on
important against
immediately.
your deck. Honestly, I'll just take those out. And... So we need...
All right, folks. I think this is what we're going with. Our key cards in this matchup from the sideboard are this. And that's about it. I think we're fine just bringing those in.
I'm guessing he might have some form of hate.
Oh, I'm such a hateful man.
I know, right?
Golgari, such hateful colors.
Go down 1. They did good work, but we got these now. You are pretty creature heavy. This is the part where I put in all of the removal, but then I gotta start removing stuff, which always makes me sad. Always makes me sad. Alright, let's take some of these down. Just to get to where we want to be. And
Just chilling, vibing.
yeah, sorry.
Getting ready to throw those bugs in the yard.
There's just so much sideboard removal to fit in this deck, you know? Problem.
You can remove my creatures, I'll just have one.
Okay.
Alright, folks. Who do you think has it post-board? If you want to see my opponent's hand as well as my own, I'll just pull up both streams and meet one of us. I've got music, he doesn't. Take your pick.
I don't know if I should have kept this, but it's all castable, so.
I just got rewarded for my keep. I might have kept one land, knowing that I have many ways to get mana or lands besides that. So, from here, I think we go like this. Because it's
oh no, you got it this time.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to attack with that guy, and I don't care if you do, so. Take one.
Well, can't let you have that. I'm sorry.
No, don't exorcise my beans. Okay, well, I'll just
play another one.
It's probably a little bit wiser to do it like this. Just tend some molts, you know.
I see.
Your elf, so stalwart.
Now he's doing his thing. Get rid of one of those.
You're gonna run over my molt tender? It's just a little bug. Just a little bug druid. Oh man.
Anyway, that's why I put Sentinel Stalwart in, because it lets me do stuff like that on turn 3. Just in case.
I'm gonna get murky. I think we actually bring back the tender here.
Worrying. Hey, I just killed that. Should have exercised it. I can't.
Just tending my molts, you know? Tending those molts.
You know, the speed brood regard molting as a selfless act worthy of the highest honor. I
did know that from reading its flavor text.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a 3-drop.
Yep. And then go ahead and swing in. And we're back up. So I experimented, before I found Veteran Beast Rider, I experimented with several ways to untap my stuff. Because one of the big downsides of mount vehicle stuff is you lose your chunk blockers. Or just your blockers in general. And I didn't really know how important it was to untap them, especially if you're just beating their face in so fast. So I experimented with, I don't remember the name of it. What is the one room in Duskmourn that gives all of your creatures convoke, and then the other side of the room untaps all your creatures?
Not sure. I've only seen it in draft, so I can't say off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't think it was playing structure, but it just, I don't know. It was taking up room in the deck for something that I may or may not have actually needed, but then I found Veteran Beast Rider, and I was like, okay, well, even if it's not important, this is a nice creature, because, you know, it also has this ability.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice. And we're going in.
Okay. Which kills me more? For now, Beast Molotl, I guess, because I can't block it.
That's exile. Goodbye,
exile,
beautiful counters. Goodbye.
All right. Let's put those bugs in the yard.
Shoot. I made a misplay. I forgot that I did have an open mana with Sentinel Stalwart, but you don't need to know that. Pretend you didn't hear that.
Okay, I will. I think I know what card it is, but I'll pretend I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll, I think we could take 1 mil, see if it's a creature. It is. That helps. So now we can maraud hollowly.
Okay. Discards a card. Can I choose not to? No? Okay.
No.
Goodbye, Tumblewag.
And then we will tend some more molts. Getting rid of a swamp. Stock some
Helping the
grains.
Haywire might be an artifact and an insect. Is that allowed? I guess it's allowed.
Well, I mean, we make those
By
in real
magic
life
rules.
for like CIA or whatever.
Oh, that's true,
spy
yeah.
drones.
I mean, no, we don't.
Oh. Pretend I said nothing. All right, the bugs are coming out of the yard. Is this an impressive amount of mana value I have in the field despite 3 lands?
You got the Overlord coming soon.
Coming soon to battlefields near you.
Yeah. I don't like this. No.
Oh, just end step. Okay. Let's get aggro.
How aggro?
All aggro.
You didn't attack with the molt tender, so that's
Well, no, they're
not
tending
all
molts.
aggro.
Molts are more important.
This is true.
I should have remembered that. Oh well. You can eat my vermin. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can't eat my vermin. Because
Wait,
vermin
why
dies,
not?
and then I can give your stalwart another -1/-1.
Okay.
Have a husk burster. There's a bug. See? Elemental insect.
I see that.
So how many bugs do I have in the yard? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wildly concerned
5, 6, 7. That's a good number.
about the Overlord coming.
It's impending.
I don't know if that was the right choice.
Destroy all untapped? Interesting. I'm going to tap to mill a card.
Didn't consider that. Did not consider that. Okay.
I'm going to tap to add a mana. Let's say black. I don't think we need to mill any more cards. And I'm going to do the same for green.
This specific scenario, I was hoping you'd attack with a lot of stuff. This specific scenario notwithstanding, this is a wonderful board wipe for a... Yeah, I got nothing. Do you want to hit me? Or are we good?
Yeah, I'll be quick.
Okay. It's a wonderful board wipe for this deck. When you can tap things at will. For the most part.
Indeed. Untapped is quite a good option for your deck. All right. Do we change anything? I don't think so. This could be a worthwhile inclusion, but I think we've got enough. Yeah, we're good. This is what we're working with, chat. As always, we're happy to answer any questions on decks or mechanics. So pop them in the chat if you want to know. Our land count is 20 lands. Interestingly, I arrived on that land count months ago, and this deck in the Pro Tour top 8 also ran the same number of lands. So I'm glad it seems to be on the right track in that respect, at least. So again, the differences are
Have to.
more of these Harvesters of Misery and Overlords of the Baelmark would be present. But they're mythic rares. I'm using what I have. And then I think there was no Quag Feast. And fewer of the Writhing Necromass, which we sideboarded.
Right.
Alright, this is for all the marbles. Well, not all the marbles, but it's for the match. We made that one lander work pretty well.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I decided to draw.
Ooh, that's a little smell.
This is rough.
We got a mulligan. Okay, we can keep this.
That's better, I guess. It's something.
I think we can keep and put this bottom. The plan is this on 1 and then this on 2.
The plan is draw another land and not regret keeping this hand. That's a land.
Oh, all according to plan. That's also a tempting play. But I think we need to hold the plan. Yes.
Okay. Good. This is risky, but I'm going to do it. For reasons.
I cycle a bug. Bring my bug to the yard.
I like the art on that card. Ugh, that vermin. It's gnawing.
Have another. Good stuff.
Okay, I was
Fear my 1/1s.
mildly hoping you wouldn't do that. Or you would do that. New card time! Alright, what do we not want in there? Don't want that. And I don't want that. Have you seen this card before?
I have. Well, I think we just gotta do this. Oh no, Beans was on top and now it's in the graveyard.
Oh no, this isn't accidentally a meta card, has it been?
No.
I just got it in a draft once a while ago, and I was like, that's neat.
I've never seen it in an...
Oh, thank goodness. That would have been terrible if it turned out that I had accidentally played a meta card.
Now, back when this girl was a planeswalker, that's a different matter. I'm
really?
sure some of
Who
you
is
folks
it?
remember last Standard.
I hope I didn't hurt anybody by saying who is it. Apologies to any white-haired girl samurai noble simps out there. All right, let's how do we scare Ben? This should scare Ben.
You know what's really scaring me is just missing third land. That's what's scaring me.
Maybe you should get yourself a lumbering world wagon.
It isn't my colors technically, but there's a problem. It's not a creature.
We're not attacking with these two. And then we'll move in with this lady.
Hexproof.
When everything tapped, man.
Otherwise,
They
I'd
gotta
able
be
to
tapped though.
chump with my vermins and then take them out.
They're not attacking.
I know, but they're hexproof still.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, the Wandering Rescuer I put in when people have the tools that they need to make my survivor sad. Okay. that.
I really, really need this next land. Sup, last blackbird. Sorry, we're not running any birds in our deck tonight. We're mostly bugs. You have any birds in your deck? Albino Cheese Monkey? No, no birds.
I'm a big bird fan, though. Big bird fan. Bird jank coming at some point.
Oh yeah, I know you love your Azorius flyers. Well, this is great. We're in our best of 3. We did our deck tech earlier in the stream.
I'm getting nervous because I'm pretty far ahead right now, and I've never won a best of 3 match so far. I just try not to psych myself out. That's all. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is...
So it's Golgari Graveyard Creature Synergies versus Selesnya Mounts and Vehicles.
Something weird.
Standard.
That might confuse you.
Okay. Crew in the wagon. Swag wagon. The rescuer is tapped. I don't think I'm actually confused. I know what this is going to be. This is going to be split up, isn't it?
Maybe.
Alright, well.
It's dead anyway. And you don't get it back. You don't get that one back.
Yeah, that survivor got to 3. Okay. Get my consolation prize, 2 life. Great. Alright, let's maraud.
I'm proud of this deck, Ben.
You
I'm
should
proud
be.
of it. Okay. Shouldn't need her.
Problem is, I'm not running any sweepers. I guess we need that.
Right. The problem is I want to play out this other card, but I've run out of tappers.
You just have to tap things the old-fashioned way by attacking, you know?
No, I'll play this tapper. I just can't play the other thing.
Oh, okay.
Tumblewag, tap that! It's just what I shout every time. We're gonna put this on here so that she doesn't die. You could still kill her. Well, no, not with double strike. And they go.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll try this block. I'm not too optimistic about it, though. Okay,
Well, that was
works.
probably a mistake on my part, but I have stuff and you don't, so.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's get rid of the last of what you have in hand.
Oh, you're not going to get to see it.
And I'm not going to get a draw off that. Okay.
Yeah, but he was going to keep grabbing stuff out of my deck, which is usually a really good way to win. Well, time to go see if we can find something.
Oh man, that's a repeatable ability, isn't it? Sometimes these draft cards are sacrificed to do that, like your road lands.
Nope. And I'm going to go ahead and tap this one. I'm going to go in here. We're going to go all in. Going to double the counters on the Tumblewag.
Okay.
I guess it didn't matter. I'm making poor choices and somehow still feel like I'm ahead, which means great deck building. Good jank.
Good jank. Okay, I don't want you to make that into a 5/4, so which one are you targeting?
Huskburster Swarm.
Okay, there's only one. Okay, so I'm gonna also target that.
Okay. I thought you were gonna be like, you're gonna kill my survivor, and I was like, oh.
Dang it, we need better draws than this. Explorer might help. Okay. Five does trade with a 4/5 double striker. Velocipede.
Luckily, we won't have to fight. I will lose my Velocipede in the process, but that's fine.
You have another split up?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. I don't think it matters at this point. I meant to click the other ability.
Where was that Overlord? Where's the Overlord? Oh, did you already exile it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. I could see.
Yes!
Have your match.
I did it! I'm so happy. I mean, I much prefer winning the other Jank Award, which I'll remind you I've won all but 2. But, you know, it's nice to get one of these, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe. I think we have another best of 3 to do. It's only 8.
We can keep doing another best of 3. We'll see what happens.
Challenge. I think what I needed to do there was leave the overwhelming remorse on top, exile your wandering rescuer, and then just leaves you with a 2/1. But I still just don't. And I need to top deck a beanstalk.
Right, best of 3. I hope that it seemed like the right move to just exile that beanstalk. Just none of that card advantage for you.
The problem is I don't think I have any ways to get it back. I tested with say its name. I think that brings back any permanent, or is that just creatures?
It doesn't not from exile. I exercised it, right?
Oh no, but from graveyard. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If I mill a beans, can I bring it back? And currently, no. Oh, this is a much better hand.
This is a great hand. This is almost the perfect hand for this deck. Almost.
Okay, well, good hand.
It's missing one
hand.
thing.
Made the best hand.
But I did go on the draw because it seems to work well for me.
It's a good card for this matchup. So it seems weird to use removal on a 1-drop, but
here we are.
You're going to slow me down too much.
I hope you like curves because you're seeing them. Me too. I'm seeing you do curves too. Would I trade that? I don't know, actually. Now, you haven't gotten to see Enduring Vitality do its thing yet, have you?
No. I mean, I knew he'd probably play a tapper, and staying back block wouldn't matter, but I had to take my chances. All right. Let's get some good mills. Good mills.
Once again, for those tuning in, this is the second best of 3 match. For the first time ever, I won one. 2-1.
One best of 3.
Yep.
But I still have the best of 1, so this may determine
it's true.
the Jank King.
Yeah. We're playing Ride to Survive versus
Golgari Yard. Bring those bugs to the yard. We want bugs in our yard. I feel a lot better having a flyer.
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate. So my opening hand was almost perfect, but it didn't have a vehicle or mount in it. And I'm kind of feeling that now.
Yeah, there's a bit of an A plus B with those kinds of cards. No blocks.
In this case, I will give him the pump. And I'll put this guy out on the board.
Yeah, the second amazing tap real talk. Creature and or vehicle cards with different powers. Okay.
In this deck, on average, he'll put 2 to 3 cards into my hand. Why would you be attacking?
Maybe I have split up. No, it's to put my bugs in the yard.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that's right. The hope here is that you don't remove Rip Spawn Hunter.
I think we just cast this.
Man, you got there fast.
Bugs in the yard.
Oh, that's a good draw. That's a good draw. That's a really good draw.
Split up again.
Unfortunately, it means I have to play out my hand, but it's a really good draw.
Okay, not split up then. Hover ship. Okay.
Get rid of your flyer. Let's tap that. Swing in. See what we get. We get 2 things.
Well, that's card draw.
And lifelink. There's no reason to play that out right now.
Alright. Bugs.
I don't think I actually looked at the deck list of that Pro Tour Golgari deck. This is gonna hurt. Is there any way to make this hurt less?
Could block. You don't want to take 15. All right.
He is a chump blocker, so he goes out. That lifelink. Get something nice into my hand. I'll take that.
Oh man, Beast Rider?
Yep.
That's like your best possible hit.
Yep. Oh, I feel better now.
Alright. Bug, draw a card. Okay, the card I drew is good, but is it good enough?
All right,
I think we can make this hurt.
Here. So, I am going to block with that one because he can transfer his stuff to something else. We will chump that.
I should have played this differently, but I think it's okay. The rocket role model can die. And we take 5.
Who wants to fly? Yeah, and I can attack with this guy to trigger his thing. Let's do that. The problem with that one is it triggers twice for all the things that died, and there might be a way to tell which ones I'm putting on, but I don't know it. I would have liked one of those. It's our old friend!
The Velocipede. So wondrous.
Our survivor. Such a veteran. Let's go over top. Well, you don't have artifact removal, but you might have creature removal, so I'm not going to do that, actually. We can do a pump. Oh, no we can't. That was dumb. I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake!
It's okay, they'll untap.
I know, but I could have had 8 more health and done 8 damage to you.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
And now you might have the win because of it, unfortunately. Oh, those are... Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rip's revealing a lot of cards. Being at such high power.
And they all have different power value.
I'm gonna eat
I just
my
need
medicine.
a Rip-based check now where you just don't play any creatures with the same power value.
Does any of that instant speed? No, I don't think so. Okay, you just have crews available. Okay, our mass writhes. Delightful thought.
I'm worried that you can kill me now.
Well, that's what I have to count up. Let's see here.
Yeah.
So if I attack all,
yeah,
the most you can block is 10, 7 hits, but then you gain 9. Oh, sorry, you gain 8.
Oh, right. Yeah,
keep
Rip will give me 8 back.
I have Cottage also. So let's say Cottage. So you block 10, you take 11, gain 8. Yeah, it's still not nearly enough. Okay. So instead, I think I'm getting at least one of your good creatures of equals with this attack.
Yeah.
If you block. So I think it's worth a trade.
You will get one of your things back, though.
This is a manifest. Hovership's pretty good.
Did you do it? Did you manifest your bomb? Am I done for now?
No, I didn't manifest my bomb.
Alright. Another Velocipede. Get Miriam. Let's get a chump blocker.
8 power flying lifelink is a pretty hard hill to get over.
Send him in. Feeling a bit more comfortable now. Especially now that I've got Star is a different power value, in case you were wondering.
Noted.
Veteran Survivor. I want to tap him. Untap everything.
Oh, that's backbreaking. I'm gonna reveal my Necromass. In case you're wondering, you can't turn it face up for its casting cost. You have to turn it up for its mana value. So even though I could cast it for 1, I had to turn it up for 7. And we drew yet another land. So I think we are done.
Oh, let me do it. Let me hit you.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll swing then. Maybe you'll make a mistake.
Oh, wait, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. Yeah, I mean, none of this really matters unless you've got something in your hand. I guess I should be careful here.
You might make a mistake. I might have something in my hand.
All right, let's rob you of this land. Chump that. Chump that. 5, 10, 11. You know, even if that one dies. No, we'll do that. I am gonna do the janky thing, and I'm gonna hit you with a car.
Oh no, not a drive-by.
Yay! I mean, I don't know yet, but yay!
I was hoping you'd do something sort of like just attack with Rip, and then I gain 3 life up to 9, but alas. Game 1 goes to you.
I did it. Okay.
Do we bring these in? Possibly. Well,
don't really need a bunch of those.
Not sure this is very good.
Trouble last time. Down on those. Go down on those. Go down on those.
Okay, we'll try it.
And
all right, slightly more extreme sideboarding this time around. Let's see if it pays off at all.
Put that in. Okay, we'll see what happens. The problem is because I run so little removal in the main deck. If I want to put in removal, I have to like take out a lot. Do we keep this? Against my better judgment, yes.
Land ho.
Well, we got stuff. Oh, that's. Were you on the play? I couldn't remember.
I was on the play.
So this deck, and maybe you can tell me why this deck does better on the draw. And I don't know why.
I can't tell you.
Like in my statistics, I mean, because I keep statistics during my testing.
The extra card must matter more than the extra tempo.
It really must.
We milled our beans. Actually,
one of the beans. I don't think you play decks that don't play 4 beans, right?
I mean, I've played decks with 0 beans. It has been.
Yeah, but it's like 0 or 4, right?
Yeah, it's 0 or 4. So you're noticing a difference in the games where I have beans and the games where I don't, eh? Okay. Okay.
I'm hoping to get some Seraphic Steed shenanigans going. Did I end the first game? Like the best of one?
Not successfully.
Okay. We might get to see it then. One of those multi-win condition decks. And the fun thing is if I have Thundering Velocipede out, these are 4 or 5 angels. Which is like 3-4 but better. Slightly.
Okay, we draw a key card.
Oh, beans. We got the beans.
I'm actually going to get a trigger off it too. Nice. We play this. And think. Okay, so you don't have protection in hand. I should probably just cast this now.
Well, I got 1 angel out of it. Which is more than 0. So we're moving in the right direction.
The wagon. It will be a vigilant wagon.
It will, and I don't even need to crew it because of the Alacrian Armory. I will, however, crew it so that I can start hating on your graveyard.
Might be too late. I've already got a lot of bugs in there.
You are running low on health, though. Start with the biggest of the bugs.
Okay. Yikes.
I'm glad I'm doing this testing because you're telling me which cards need to go up, and your reactions to certain cards make me think maybe I should play more than 2 of these.
It's good against my
probably
strategy. I don't have sweepers.
It's true. Let's get the Lumbering World Wagon in.
I really like Seraphic Steed, but I think it's not as intimidating.
Well, people kill it real fast, which is also kind of has some value.
It does, but you have to attack into an empty board with it. More or less.
Yeah. It's one of those cards that I struggle to take out because it's a card that is the reason for the deck's existence.
Yeah. No attacks?
No, this is the beginning of the combat phase.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was one of your end of combat triggers. Didn't even read it. The wagon lumbers on.
I really should just play 4 of them if I had rare wild cards to spend and was going to really invest in this deck. 2, 3, 4.
Sad that these merfolk are more value in the yard than in play, but alright. Let's see what we can do. think we want to go here first.
Beans.
Beans trigger, yep. Okay. I think we can still do everything if we go here next. A split up would be pretty crippling. But there's only so much you can play around. Here's a sideboard card.
It's a good draw.
Is it a crippling draw? No. Okay, good.
How are we doing on flyers, though? Alright, I know that the armory makes it so that I don't technically have to do this, but he's not hasty, so he can't tap himself.
Guess I didn't have to do that there. I could have chump blocked with it, but...
No, creature artifact. So, is the lumbering wagon a creature yet? Because I haven't actually crewed it.
No, but I'm targeting armory.
Okay. But you could have targeted the wagon.
Yes, but then if it becomes a creature, then...
Yeah, and you've got
like
Death Touch.
You can crew vehicles at instant speed, so you would have been able to crew it up.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah, I should have held my ability.
It's sad.
Death.
Because I might not actually end up attacking with anything except for the role model.
Acceptable.
Because of Death Touch. I don't want you getting that back, actually. 2 hits.
You're giving me a lot to deal with. Start here. Beans, draw 1.
That's not optional, right?
Not optional.
Oh, you know what's in my hand. I wasn't hiding from you. He might spend the 1 mana on protection. You never know.
Let's just clear out the hand.
Oh, okay. Goodbye. Goodbye, Miriam. We will not be whispering to the lumbering world wagon.
I could get back Haywire Might, but honestly, at this point... I accept. I'm gonna do this before you can draw your protection spell. I need you to stop drawing cards.
Oh, yeah, that would be good for you. For me to stop doing that. Oh, that ain't it. Okay. You've got Death Touch.
I just let this through?
Maybe.
I kill it. You put it on something worse. No, I still block.
Still haven't seen Duke, which makes me a little sad.
Yeah.
Or the other card that I put in here that lets me draw. Beans wouldn't work. Garrick's Uprising might work.
I'm just going to keep drawing cards.
Huh?
I'm just going to keep drawing cards.
That's how you're. That will be my downfall.
That's my plan.
Undoubtedly.
I suppose I should also check to see if I just have lethal. Alright, say I attack like that. You block, but lose everything. Say I attack like that. So you block that. Okay, so that 19, but that still dies. Yeah, I think I just attack all.
What about also your Restless Cottages?
No, I didn't forget those. I might have more plays in my turn.
12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. Not much I can do about it.
Even if I fired up the cottage, the lifelink means you still make it out. So we will do a bit of this, I guess. Okay, bit of this, bit of this.
You know what? Why not? Just out of anger.
Anger.
Not anger.
Anger leads to hatred.
I'm not angry, Ben.
Just disappointed.
In me.
Why?
For not putting more card draw in the deck. Or for maybe being a little less aggressive. I got excited.
No, I had a... This is a pretty good blocker. Beast Rider, a veteran. And a pilot. They'll untap.
Alright, you got me. Do you want to hit me?
I'll just do it quick with my Marauders.
Okay. Oh man, another game 3.
Yeah, okay. So...
How about that jank?
If I win this... That's split on the best of ones, but I got... Sorry, split on the best of threes, but I got the best one. But if you win this, that's a clear win for you, because the best of threes matter more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just get rid of this. Maybe you just bring in... Yeah. You're not going to like that card, but...
Is the answer always just more removal? I mean, against your deck, not really.
Not really.
The split up is useful.
Split up is just so hard for me to play around.
Did you have any? Oh, you did. That might actually be useful. Was that the only one? Kinda. Well, I'll still do it.
Do it.
Do it! Alright, let's get rid of the... where is it? Or did I just never put it in? Okay, I never put it in. That's fine. Do that. And we play 65 cards.
Oh my.
No, we're not going to play 65.
Feeling bold today.
We're going to start removing some stuff. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally remove too many creatures, because I've done that. I've sideboarded out too many creatures, and then I wasn't able to crew any of my vehicles.
You should do that.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
You know what? We'll put him in because he's cute, and you haven't really gotten to see him yet.
Is Kona in? Do you have Kona in your deck?
No, not this deck.
Toby, you don't have Toby. Who's cute? I don't know who's cute.
He was in some early builds, but generally I didn't really need to be cheating things out onto the board anyway.
It's got to be Kona.
It's not Kona. I don't think Kona's cute. I think
Kona's cute and cheat things out onto the board. What else is there? Okay, we can't.
No, I said I took him out because I didn't need to cheat things out.
Okay.
I might keep this and regret it.
Oh, this isn't good. I have to go down to 5. This really sucks, but I have to go down to 5.
And I did the unforgivable sin, though. I kept a 1-land hand.
I couldn't keep a 1-land hand with what I had, but we'll see what I can do with this. Okay.
But I was on the draw, you see. And here comes the screw.
Let me know if you get rewarded.
I haven't been rewarded yet.
Okay.
I got rewarded. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Always.
My hubris.
Never
my
punished.
Hubris. I don't have to see my own hubris. Thank goodness. Heirloom Epic makes its first appearance. It's a 1-drop, but I don't usually actually... I don't mind playing it as a 1-drop, but like it doesn't come online until you have a couple of survivors. But when it does, mid-game, it comes in very handy.
Why does Arena keep giving me a end of combat stop?
Times like... because of my Heirloom Epic, which can now activate and tap my model for a card.
No, why is it give me an end of combat stop on my turn?
Oh, I don't know. It's been doing that to me too, to make sure I want to do things before going in my main phase. Was it an update?
I don't know. Interestingly, I could remove flying counters from your role model.
What? Is that a bug?
No. Glissa removes up to 3 counters from any permanent.
Yeah, but why couldn't you remove the flying counter?
No, I said I could.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not.
Oh, you're getting to see some cards you haven't gotten to see yet.
And you... Okay, well...
That doesn't count as an activated ability, right?
Glissa is a triggered ability.
Yeah, it's a triggered ability.
So what is that then? Detention Chariot? No. Something that stops activated abilities.
I played with Detention Chariot for a while, but I ended up taking it out.
It's too slow, I think.
I lived in the sideboard for a bit, and then I was like, no, this is a draft card.
Yep.
What do I want to do? I think the first thing I'm going to do before I decide anything is hit you in the face. And give him lifelink. And pass. Just ride the coattails of that card advantage. Get lost, Glissa.
Alright. That only grows my Souls of the Lost.
Yeah, but at least she doesn't hit me. How did my Ben?
I said you were gonna hate this card.
Ben. He's not that bad.
She's a she. Thank you very much.
He's not that bad. How did my health get so low already?
You've never blocked?
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
It's turn 4. No, turn 5. Turn 4 or 5 and you haven't blocked. You could draw cards.
Understandable. Understandable.
Gonna attack?
Thinking about
Get that lifelink?
Thinking. I probably shouldn't.
Okay. I was really hoping to hit a non-land there, since these are all the non-lands I've drawn all game, plus Glissa. So let's see here. If I attack...
Hit a land? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I wanted to hit a non-land. So I could put it in the bin and get a counter and Souls of the Lost. Mm-hmm. Okay, attack. That's not lethal. If I do that... It's not lethal, but forces a block. If I do that... Likewise, not lethal, but forces a block. So those options seem equal. If I attack without doing that... A block is not yet forced. So
if I had a camera, I'd be doing a Jim look at the camera right now.
We force a block.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 2, 4. I have to block shoulder, don't I?
Yes. This is, just getting that counter on Souls of the Lost would mean immediate lethal. As it is,
what Souls of the Lost? Oh.
Or a counter on anything other than Shieldred.
Yeah.
Because I'm hitting you for 4 and you have 5. Question is, can you do it?
Oh, no.
Yep.
I forgot about Shieldred. Ah. Good game.
Good game. Had to pull out all the stops in that one. Go down to 5 lands and use all my cards.
I thought I had it.
I was where you had it too.
Well, I can't defeat Ben's top 8 deck.
Don't worry about that. It's definitely some cards off from it, but it's pretty close. So.
But I want the Jank Award.
Of course you get the Jank Award.
Yes!
Of course you get the Jank Award. I'm playing this deck because it unexpectedly, jankily, like, don't get me wrong, Zevin Faust piling this was just as stunned as I was that it made top 8. He was freaking out. Like, almost catatonic during the interview after that match. But yeah, Golgari Graveyard Synergy somehow did it, and today it also somehow did it. You know, we looked like a real dog in some of those games. There's a big difference between the games where you draw beans and you don't. It's possible I should have a little bit more self-mill. I'm thinking about cutting Necromass for Say Its Name. Something like that. Say Its Name. I should look at that. Name. What are your good matchups while I do that?
Good matchups. Anything without sweepers.
Anything without sweepers. All right, well, that's what you got today.
Anything that packs a lot of that doesn't pack any artifact removal, which is a whole big bunch of standard right now. That might change. But it's a flexible deck. And then I struggle because I don't run very much removal on the main deck. It's all in the sideboard.
I think I was actually fine for this matchup, where a lot of my creatures just, they're either chumps or they just draw into other creatures. So if you try to 1-for-1 them, you fall too far behind. So I think no removal in main deck was an advantage.
That's kind of what I ran into. That's kind of what I ran into on the ladder with this deck too. For reference, this ladder took me from platinum to diamond for the first time. If I keep going with it, I will, because it's a really silly fun deck, and I love it. Because I think I was telling you once, Ben, off camera, I'm based on anecdotal evidence, I'm pretty sure 99% of Magic the Gathering players don't like vehicles or mounts, and I'm the 1%.
Yep. I'm the 99.
So I don't know. I think it's neat. And, you judge a deck's worth based on how many nice comments you get while playing on the ladder, and this one gets quite a few.
Nice.
So
there's another one.
Yeah, thanks.
I would be giving you those, but I just always have them muted.
There are cards that are still in there because I think they're neat, not because they're particularly good, and I would take those out. As is the Jank way. And yeah. The Lumbering Wagon is a lot better. I would probably spend at least one rare card to get a 2 of that. Because it outperformed pretty crazily. Just in our games, I found out. Matchups that are bad, artifact hate is not great. That's usually when I start doing the Wandering Rescuer strategy instead. I pulled it out on this one just because I like showing off the cards that I put in the sideboard on Jank-Off. So
yeah, you do like to run these little cards that you never like. You're not including them for specific matchups. You're just including them because you like them, but you feel guilty running the main board.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
Alas, I don't do that.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a cool deck, and it's well positioned currently because, as with any new set drop, a lot of people aren't up on what they're seeing. So they see a Velocipede car, and they're like, okay, so it's like that unicorn that gives everything +1 when it comes in, big whoop, and then the car starts hitting them in the face, and then they're like, oh, that's the big whoop.
That's a big whoop. Yeah, it's got the big whoop.
Yeah. So yeah, I mono black discard is a bit of a problem because when things hit my graveyard, they're gone.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have a lot of card advantage either.
And card advantage is a big problem.
So that 8-power rip was a laugh.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I think what the most oppressive card in your deck was? Reluctant Role Model.
Yeah,
I felt like it was just accruing too much value if I didn't deal with it, and then even if I did, it usually just put the value somewhere else where it was even better.
Are you talking about Veteran Survivor or Reluctant Role Model?
Reluctant Role Model.
Oh, Reluctant Role Model. Well, that's the problem you ran into with Inherited Power, because he's a key piece of that deck too, remember?
Yeah, but then he's not putting his counters on good things. Yeah. Here he's actually putting his counters on Rep Spawn Hunter or something. And then I have a 8-power Flying Lifelink that also draws 3 cards every round to deal with.
Yeah, so we'll
link into that.
I might also move Veteran Survivor into the sideboard.
I think it is a sideboard card, yeah.
The reason I keep it in is because it's psychological. Most people don't realize it's a problem until it's a 5/4 with hexproof, but that just might be a fact of my matchmaking rank or whatever, where I can pull that over on people.
That's true. It did get a little awkward at some points, but
yeah,
ultimately it's not going to get any bigger. It's just I
just wish there was a better survivor for that slot, because I wanted to do survivors and mounts and vehicles, but the quality of the survivors is questionable. I ran House Cartographer for a little bit, and then I realized that Lumbering Wagon is just better in every single way.
I mean,
Just the thing
you don't want to cut too many 1-drops, but
yeah. The other 1-drop that I consider that's living in the sideboard, because I only have one that we didn't get to see, the cute card, was the dog in the dog mount in the new
just hovering over
corgi.
that district mascot. Perhaps that's
he's
main
just
deckable in your deck.
It might be, because he can get beefy if you don't kill it. And the artifact thing is just added value. But I only have one of them. So yeah, there's some tweaks. Alacrian Armory, I love the card, but I don't know. I might move away. As much as I don't want to, I might move away from the Alacrian Armory.
I could see it going down to 1 copy.
Yeah.
Hey Taylor, thanks for tuning in. Looks like we're actually just done with today's stream, more or less, but catch the full vid on YouTube or enjoy past episodes of MTG Jank-Off. All right.
This is probably in my top 3 janks. That's hard to say. I've had like 8 janks, and only one of them is one I'm not sure I'll return to.
This is the one that made me sweat most, I will say. I was extremely close games. I lost our first best of 3, full best of 3 to you. It was good stuff.
I'm proud of it, yeah.
We'll switch over to...
Not quite as proud as I am of Snake Food, but...
Yeah, I like Snake Food more, but this was a stronger deck, at least against me.
Yeah.
Bring the bugs to the yard.
Bugs. Insects. I like it.
There we go.
Weevil Underwood.
Good matchups. Control, mid-range. Bad matchups, aggro and fast combo, and rest in peace. That's about it. If you can hate on the graveyard or just kill me before I get to turn 3 or 4, I'm toast. Otherwise, this accrues a lot of value and can hit hard. So I like it a lot. I'm surprised it top-hated Proto Aether Drip, but I took that as an opportunity to switch out the jank I had planned for this deck I had on the back burner for later, and just play it before it's no longer jank anymore, because, folks might pick it up. It's pretty cheap. Basically all the cards are uncommon or common, exceptions being Souls of the Lost, Overlord of the Battlemerc, and Harvester of Misery, and there's other cards you can put in instead of them, and Mana Base. Mana Base, whenever you're playing 2 colors, you want regular lands.
And if anybody has any suggestions, I've got my deck pulled up on my stream right now for some better 1-drops than what I've gotten here, because I'm kind of struggling to find main deckable 1-drops. Stalwart's cool, but he's functional. He's something because I need something in the slot, and he's one of the best I've found so far beyond Veteran Survivor.
Yeah, it might just be District Mascot is all I can think of.
Yeah, but that's a rare. That's just a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, put a new one. All right. Are we good for next week? I think we are.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
Episode 9 on Sunday.
I got I've got so many janks. They're all half baked, but you know what? Just a little more time in the oven, and I'll be back at it.
All right. Thank you, Taylor. Hope to see you all next time here at the MTG Jank-Off with Ben or Break and AlbinoCheesemonkey. I've got a real good one planned for next week.
That's worrying.
It's doing well in Diamond. So welcome to Diamond. And we'll see you all next time.
Yeah. And just before we sign off, quick play about. I've yet to win any overall. I got real close this time. I was one game away. Yeah. Overall Jank Power Awards, I've yet to win any, but I will remind anyone who's still around or anyone listening to the VODs, I am now 6-2 in the Jank Awards.
6-2. An impressive record.
Yes. All right.
I hope to challenge that with the next game.
It's gotta come to the level of Doppeljank. So maybe you should just put Jank in name of the. Okay.
It might. You will see. All right.
All right.
Good night,
Bye,
folks.
everyone.
See you next week. Enjoy on YouTube if you're watching. We've got 8 episodes now. On to episode 9. Signing out.